I was born in Moselle, Missouri, which is no more. They wiped it off the map. And I live in St. Clair, and I worked all my life, and the last job I had was as a police officer for the city of St. Clair.
Well, I have a lot of brothers and sisters, so it was very loud, very busy, very kids doing this and doing that, and it was just busy and loud.
Well, he was just a sweet little boy, and every time I think about Steve when he was little, I think about him playing in the ditch with the alarm clock. Him and the neighbor girl, and the man across the street squirting him with water hose.
This is going to be a little hard. For a long time, we butt heads. We had for many years. And I finally figured out why we butt heads, because we're exactly alike. You know, she's my mom, so I love her. Yeah, and she's real proud of me, so. Whew. It was some weird disease, some vasculitis, some autoimmune disease. And so the doctor said, like 1 in a million get this disease. And I looked at her and I'm like, you couldn't win the lottery, could you? You couldn't have done that, you have to get this. So they, and it was affecting her kidneys. It was like the blood vessels were attacking her kidneys.
In 2 months, my kidneys had just gone to basically nothing. And they tried to stop it with medicines and so forth, but it didn't work, so here I am. He
suggested, or maybe my mom asked, I can't remember, a kidney transplant. And to be honest, when she talked about that, in the back of my head, I'm thinking, you're too old. This vasculitis, they're not going to give you one because it's an autoimmune disease. They're not going to do any of that, but we'll go ahead and try. So they sent her the paperwork, and the paperwork just sat there for a while. And so I called her, and I'm like, well, have you filled out the paperwork yet? She goes, oh, I'm getting to it. And I'm like, the kidney's not going to come knocking on your door. You know, in order for you to at least try it, you have to fill out the paperwork. So she did, and then she got accepted. And I thought, well, do they have the right to eat the fritter? And thanks to my children, all wanted to be the donor. And out of 6, Steve was the only match. So they all tried. I got off the phone, and I'm very spiritual. So the first thing I did is I thank God. Thank you for, you know, because we were down to me. I mean, it was me. It was this or who knows. And you know, there are so many people that die every year waiting for a kidney. So it was a blessing. It's like it is getting my life back, because since it's been on dialysis, that was like not having a life. And to Steve, all I can say is thank you. And I'm glad he was the one. He was the only one that tested out. And I thank him. That's all I can say. I want my mom to know that I didn't even think for a second. Would you? Yes, just like that. And for her, I know that her fear is that one day that my kidney might go out or whatever, something like that. And I'm gonna tell her not to be fearful of that, because there'll be somebody there for me, you know? It was the plan for me to give her mine, so that's it. And that I love her.